Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. We are going to talk about all of the stories that are coming out now about the finalist Miss South Africa, who is supposed to be South African, but maybe she is Nigerian, and the parents just won't really clarify the situation to a point where we are satisfied. So we're going to talk about this shocking story that came out on Facebook, you guys, and also just the fact that she has withdrawn from the competition. Okay, before we do that, you guys, welcome to the channel. Make sure that you subscribe below, and also if you want to be a member on this channel, there is a join button, langezansi. So you guys, listen, I do apologize that this is my first video so late in the day. Angithi ndini laba benisho laphayana ngigula nithi take it easy ntando. So I'm listening to you. I'm taking it easy. So you guys, listen, it's been a lot because of course you guys, I had done the story before where I was talking about how much South Africans are not happy with the fact that the person that is possibly going to represent South Africa as the Miss Universe is in the Miss Universe is possibly not South African. And I felt like, I mean, if she's not South African, of course the complaints were legit. People should be concerned. People, it makes sense that people don't think that that should happen. But I also felt like if Home Affairs came out and said this person is South African, we will have to take that, because who are we to say that the Home Affairs is wrong by saying that the lady is South African when she is not? So it had come out that they had decided that they were going to do the investigations because the family of Chidimma had requested for the investigation because they were frustrated with the bullying that they were getting online, or the bullying that she was getting online. Now that all of these stories are coming out, I'm like, the audacity of this family to ask for the investigations. Because when that happened, I felt like, I man, then she must be South African, because these people are not going to come out here and ask the minister to do the investigations if they know there's something funny about their citizenship or whatever nationality. Sometimes angazi ukuthi kuphi kazi, hayi manje isingisi sizokhuluma ngesiZulu ukuthi uma ngabe bengenaso isiqiniseko sokuthi uyi-South African noma uyi-Nigerian, the audacity of them asking our Minister of Home Affairs to do the investigation, I don't even know. Sometimes ngathi ngihlala emakhaya ke, kodwa ke phela kumnandi ukuzwe imisindo yenature. Kuvele kukhala izinyoni nje ongazazi. Futhi kuzoshona ba ngoba when this bird comes they say someone is going to die. I hope it's not me. Anyway, you guys, so today we woke up with the news that the investigation had been done. Remember the article that I did in the last video that I had read? The minister had said, listen, he can say that according to their record, Chidimma is South African, but they are investigating further because there was something that was requested by the family. He had said, the minister, that the public had not formally launched any complaints or requests for them to investigate. So they are not going to do this on behalf of just the general public based on what they say on social media, but because the family had requested it, they were going to do it. Now, this morning, I woke up and read an article that actually the Miss South Africa had, the organization Miss South Africa had asked them also to do the investigation. So now they had done the investigation. As much as there isn't anything so funny about what Chidimma herself had done, but there was something that was looking funny as far as her parents are concerned, more especially her mom. And they are saying, because guys, the thing that was confusing about this story is that the articles that I was reading were saying that her mother is South African, but on Twitter people were saying her mom is not South African, her mom is Mozambican. Okay, now there was a confusing situation. I decided to trust the newspaper articles. Now you guys, they are saying that there's something funny that was done by her mom, because allegedly they are suspecting fraud as far as her having documentation that she is South African. There are possibilities that she might have stolen somebody's identity, and in order for her to become South African in terms of Home Affairs. And that is how she ended up being able to also register Chidimma as a South African. Okay, so the fraud is not really allegedly committed by Chidimma, but by her mom. Did she know about it, you guys? I actually don't know, because sometimes our parents don't tell us about the things that they did in their youth. Okay, they always act like they're perfect, they always act like they do things right. So I cannot say for sure that Chidimma knew about it. And I kind of feel like if she knew, it wouldn't have made sense for her to go as far as enter Miss South Africa if she knew that there was something funny that was done by her parents as far as their citizenship is concerned. Okay. Now, you guys, on top of that, okay, on top of the Home Affairs Minister coming out and saying, listen, we are investigating, but so far something is looking funny here. Also on Facebook, there is a lady that has come out to say, listen, you guys, I know you are not going to believe me. I don't believe this myself, but in my family, I have an aunt. No, not an aunt. I have a sister. Okay, my sister lost her child. Okay, my sister lost her child a while ago. Okay, the story allegedly is that this woman was dating a Nigerian man. She had a baby with a Nigerian man, and then the baby disappeared. But it wasn't like disappeared because the father took the baby, but then wahamba wangapinde wabuya. So this lady had a long lost daughter that she looked for and never really found. Okay. Now, this lady on Facebook, you guys, is saying, okay, she posted pictures of her late sister. And she says, look at my sister and look at Chidimma. When we compare the dates which they are saying she was born and her age, it's exactly like my sister. And we have documentation. We have a birth certificate, not my sister's daughter. We have documentation and the birth certificate for my sister's daughter. Okay, and it matches Chidimma's age. And she looks a lot like my sister, and she looks a lot like my sister's child, I believe. Okay, now you guys, the thing is, of course, you guys, on social media, anybody can just come out and say a story just because they want to trend, just because they want to be associated with the story that is trending. Okay, what is scary about this particular lady is that she posts the pictures of her sister, and the sister looks exactly like Chidimma. Now, this is a sister that they're posting. They're not posting the baby because obviously, if it is Chidimma, she must have disappeared with her father when she was very young, but we don't know for sure it's her. But she definitely looks like the lady that this lady is saying. There are possibilities that Chidimma is her sister's daughter. Okay. Now, you guys, because I was wondering, because I wanted to ask more questions. Okay, what was the name of the father? Where did they go with the child? What was done to try and find this child? You know, all of that. Now, the thing is, the mother has already passed. The mother that they're saying might be Chidimma's mom. Okay, and they are saying she wasn't Chidimma at the time. Her name was Choma. Okay, so this lady had a baby with a Nigerian man, named a baby Chioma. Do they say Chioma in Nigeria? Yeah, had a baby. So now the father comes to take the baby, I don't know, maybe for a weekend or something, disappears with the baby. You know, the mother is trying to look for the baby, never finds a baby. Until she passes away, she never found a baby. Okay, so her as an aunt to the baby is seeing this story online. She's like, why is this lady looking so much like my sister? She goes and she digs up her sister's pictures, and she's like, I'll be damned. But this is possibly my niece. Okay, they go dig up the birth certificate, which she didn't post, by the way. I think it would be a good idea if she actually posted the documents. She goes and digs up the document. She's like, my niece will be 23, just like, Chidimma. Okay, so guys, there are possibilities that Chidimma is a stolen baby from a South African woman who was seeing a Nigerian, because she also doesn't look like her own mother. Okay, now I don't look like all my kids. So now they might just say I stole my kids. Yes, but she doesn't look like her mother. She has no features of her mother. Now, you guys, the story is becoming bigger than we ever thought that it was going to become. Because what if Chidimma is a stolen baby? All of this is alleged, by the way. I did try and contact the lady on Facebook because I was feeling like I have questions. So I said, lady, listen, I'm a blogger on YouTube and I just want to get some clarity because I do want to speak about this story today on my channel. And she must have been flooded with DMs, you guys, because she did not answer me, or she has not answered me yet, because I wanted to just ask her some questions as far as the baby getting lost, you know. And that is the story, you guys. So now, this afternoon, of course, Chidimma has come out to say, listen, she is withdrawing from the competition. It's unfortunate for her. I don't know, you guys. Because I don't know, there's something in me that tells me maybe she did not know that this thing could be as big as it is. Because I really, guys, honestly feel like if she knew, then she wouldn't have taken a risk and entered a competition. Maybe it's a way for her to actually find her real family if this is not her family that she's been with, if this is not her mother that she's been with all of these years, you know? So, now, you guys, let's not forget, because I don't want to forget to talk about a very important part of the story. Because if it is true that Chidimma's mom stole somebody's identity, a woman that had just had a baby, and that person, because guys, listen, when somebody steals your ID or anything that has to do with your identity, it becomes your problem. They will treat you like a criminal. Guys, I once went to the bank to do the simplest of things to open a bank account. I put my fingerprints there in this one bank that I won't say which one it was, and they say, no, your thing is flagged. I'm like, what? I'm a criminal? I don't even know. Am I a substance dealer and I don't even know? Where is the money? I was getting excited. I was like, am I a dealer and I don't even know? So they come back with this report and they're like, girl, you won't believe it. I'm like, what? They say you were here not so long ago. I can't believe, I can't remember if they said a few days ago, a few weeks ago. They're like, you were here a few weeks ago trying to get a loan from us. I'm like, listen, my credit is very bad. I wouldn't even try and get a loan with you, okay? They're like, that is exactly what happened. But what we realized is that this lady's ID, it had your name, your ID number, everything. But where there is a picture, it was a little bit looking funny, you know? So they told her they can't help her because of the ID is looking funny. And now, when I'm coming in with the same ID with a different photo. I'm like, obviously that wasn't me because you can see me. They're like, yeah, we know, but you're going to have to go to Home Affairs and fix this. I'm like, now it's my problem. The lady was here not so long ago. Instead of getting her to go fix the thing at Home Affairs, you let the lady go and just flag the ID. Now I have to be the one to go fix it. I am doing it. They were like, then we're not going to open the account. And by the way, if this thing is going to come out every time you want to do something in any of the banks. So I go to Home Affairs, guys. The whole day I'm gingling my fingerprints, I'm filling the forms that say Home Affairs. I'm filling the forms. They ask you who my father, who my mother is, who my sister, where are the graves of my mother, my father, my great grandchildren. Hey, ngaphendula me thinking what this thing is going to be sorted. Then they said no, then after 3 months or something we will send you a letter through the post. When you get this letter you come back to us. I was like, listen, this account at this one bank is not worth all of this trouble, okay? So basically what I'm saying is that it became my problem that somebody had somehow faked my ID and tried to take a loan somewhere, okay? I had to be the one to fix it. So now there is a woman behind the story who has that issue. Maybe she couldn't even get her daughter a birth certificate if it's not this other family, because this other family does have a birth certificate. But there probably are things where she could, this other woman that they stole the identity of, she couldn't do, because every time it goes to Home Affairs, they're like, no, you are not this person. There's another ID under your name. Yes, guys. By the way, there was a truth thing. The other time they had said that I have two IDs with my name but different ID numbers. But that's a story for another day. So, guys, having to deal with Home Affairs when you haven't done anything wrong, it's very inconveniencing. So, as much as we can say, what's wrong with this? But there is somebody whose life was greatly affected because of the action of Chidimma's mom, allegedly. Okay. Now, you guys, listen. If this lady on Facebook answers me, I'm going to come here and tell you what she says. But so far, she looked at my Facebook message and she was like, YouTuber, you know? So until she takes me seriously, I will come back here and tell you, okay? So now, you guys, you are free to go into the comment section and tell me what you think about this. Like the video before Pumagona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda Kako.